What up? What up? It's your boy Conserviz 34 coming to you during my lunch break, real quick. Wanted to talk about Sound on Sound. It's going to be here in Bridgeport, Connecticut this September and October. If you guys don't know, I am Connecticut born and raised. At 6 years old, I went to the last Whalers game. Just like everyone else here in Connecticut, I've been to the Meadows. I've been to most of the major venues in this state to watch live music. Uh, I love UConn sports. Shout out to UConn sports. So this is special to see this lineup today. I ain't gonna hold you, but I don't like festivals. Okay,
Nope.
never really been a fan. Farm Aid's an exception. The other two festivals I really went to ever was Project Revolution. Shout out to Lincoln Park and the band's Warp Tour. Other than that, I try to avoid festivals like the Plague, even Boston Calling. Like, I don't like standing in the middle of a crowd, paying a lot of money for uh, an event where maybe you like a couple of the acts. And I have a very eclectic taste. But the point is, I typically would rather see my favorite artists, whether it's Nas, J. Cole, Dave Matthews Band, John Mayer, uh, the Allman Brothers when they were around. I'd rather see them when they're headlining a show, right? I don't like to see them in the festival format, but Sound on Sound dropped an incredible lineup after some issues last year, and they announced changes that to me have me committed to going to this. All right, and I just hit up I talked to my girl. She's going, my wife. Excuse me, my wife. My wife. Okay,
I beg your pardon.
my wife. Let me be
I
careful.
beg your pardon.
But she's going to be going one of the days with me here as well. Let's take a look at the lineup here. This is a lineup I did not expect. There were rumors of Bruce Springsteen that his Peoples was out last year at this festival. There was also, hey, maybe it's someone else, right? I thought we were going to have much more of a classic rock nostalgia act versus a more, well, now they're starting to be, I guess you could call Red Hot Chili Peppers classic rock at this point, but they're more of a band I grew up with, right? Shout out to Craig. Craig's watching from Wales, across the pond. But Red Hot Chili Peppers and John Mayer are your big two headliners. All right. For Saturday, you have this lineup here. Some of the highlights for Saturday: Nathaniel Ratliff and the Night Sweats, which I saw at Farm Aid a couple years ago. They absolutely tore the place down. They have a growing following, and they're extremely talented. And then you got Trey and Anastasio Band, which I saw last year for the first time. Shout out to Nat Cressman. Nat Cressman is the trombone player of on for Tab, and she just got engaged. All right, to her man Ian. They've been doing some stuff together. He plays some acoustic finger style guitar. He's very talented. But Tab's gonna be there, and then Red Hot Chili Peppers. That those top three right there are three great acts to line up for a Saturday night. Obviously, you could say a lot about Jen Blossoms historically and the rest of this, but to me, those three right there, Nathaniel Ratliff, Tab, and Red Hot Chili Peppers, that is just that's the smoke. Okay, that is the fire, that is the flames that are gonna really get people to come out to this for Saturday. And Red Hot Chili Peppers, they have not had a show here in decades in Connecticut, headlining something like this in decades. So that's a big thing right there. All right. And October 1st, you're going to see, obviously there's a lot of acts at the bottom of this. Let's start at Margot Price because she has just been an extremely talented act in music that I've noticed over the last I would say last 5 years. Saw her at Farm Aid, and from there, I just was like, wow, it's great. Ben Harper, Obviously, just a legend in music, and Ben Harper and the Innocent Criminals. Mount Joy. Shout out to Craig who's watching us here from across the pond. Mount Joy has been gaining steam, and a lot of our Twitter friends, Craig and I's Twitter friends, are in love with Mount Joy. And they are a band on the rise. They are growing in popularity. Um, Dispatch, obviously, again, another band from my childhood and teenage years that had a lot of popularity. And that's going to be another great act. If this was held about 20 years ago, Dispatch probably would have been close to headlining this, right? That's how big they were, and they still are big. And then you have Hozier, which is a festival mainstay, right? And next up, you have Alanis Morissette, who is just a '90s icon legend, um, just singer, songwriter, performer, just known for so much album sales records, right? That she has, and of course, this is to me this headliner for Sunday, Mr. John Clayton Mayer. This is the moment here. John Mayer headlining a festival in his stomping grounds of his childhood, born in Bridgeport, Connecticut, right? So he was born in Bridgeport, Connecticut, right? And raised in Fairfield, Connecticut, just like kind of a town over. And he is coming off. This will be really his. I'm officially done with Dead and Company, and I can now move towards new paths of exploration as a solo artist, as uh, you know, whatever he wants to do. This is going to be a big concert because this is going to really mark. Yes, I'm seeing John Mayer next week. By the way, if you're a John Mayer fan, I should have most of that or all of that show up on YouTube on this channel, YouTube Concert Viz 34, when I go to the TD Garden. But John Mayer returning back to Connecticut, but not just back to Connecticut, back to the streets he grew up walking around. Right by the gas station he used to play his guitar at when he was young. This is a special show and a special headliner for Sunday. Um, to me, that is a treat to have John Mayer come back to Fairfield, to Bridgeport. He has played at there's an arena right here. Some mortgage company took it over. It used to be Webster Bank Arena. Um, John used to I think he played there before, but to come back here and do a late summer, almost fall festival type thing is going to be special. And I'm glad that John was able to be selected. I'm not. I the fact that to me the selling point for me. This is why I'm going, even though I don't like festivals. As a guitar player, see the guitar in the background. Whether it's Ben Harper, whether it's John Frusciante from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, whether it's John Mayer, whether it's Trey Anastasio. Recently, Trey's stuff has inspired me. Um, there's going to be so many talented guitar players. There's going to be so many talented musicians that will take the stage, and that I appreciate in a certain way. If Bruce Springsteen headlined this Sunday show, I probably wouldn't go. I respect the boss, and perhaps one day I'll really connect with his music like I connect with Billy Joel and Elton John. To me, I respect him. If I ever get tickets at a reasonable price, I would put in an arena. I'd go see Bruce Springsteen. But to me, these artists connect to me, and this is what I've been hearing as I've talked to people on social media, talked to friends, texted friends. These artists speak to me as a 32-year-old kid from Connecticut. A lot of these artists were popping in college and high school before I was even born. The Chili Peppers were on their little come up, right? But that's why I'm going. and I wouldn't have gone. They could have brought, uh, they like I said, they could have had Springsteen. I probably wouldn't have gone. They could have brought, some of these 80s and night like Poison or whoever. I'm probably not gonna go. But these specific bands speak to me, and I haven't seen the Chili Peppers live, but I've been meaning to, and now I get a chance to. I've seen Tab last year. I want to see them again. I actually may skip. I may skip the fish run at MSG just because it's. I'll see how tickets look closer, but it's much easier to get to Bridgeport than it is to get to NYC and then have to take the train back. I know first world problems, but still. Now let's take a look at the website. We want to pull up this website here. Now you can get pre-sale tickets, city pre-sale. Now the prices are a little bit more. I believe it was around 215, 220 last year for a 2-day pass. This year, a 2-day pass is going to be 279 plus fees. Now, for me, I'm thinking of it like this because I love John Mayer, I love Tab, and I want to see the Chili Peppers for the first time. I'm going to pay, right? Oh, look at that. You guys notice this? She's got a Sob Rock shirt on. She's got the sock from that the tour last year. I think they did that on purpose. I think I think they did that on purpose. I don't think that was a mistake there.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
But 189 for Saturday plus fees, 179 for Sunday plus fees. I'm hoping that the on sale is this Thursday. I'm hoping that they don't do the price change. I hope that if you get a ticket, it's 279, 189, 179. I hope they don't do this thing that they did last year. People who brought the pre-sale had a lower price. People who didn't get the pre-sale paid more because they said early bird sold out. I hope that's not the case. So 279. They have a seated area, 649 for 2 days, or 419 399 here. You guys can see this. It's the seated area, and it's in front of the general admission area where you can sit down with incredible views of the stage. Last year, the seated area was behind the general admission area on an elevation. They're switching that up this year. They got VIP. They got a sky deck here that it will be a platform a little further away with some perks. VIPs at the front of the stage, 749, 429, 399. You guys can check this out. I won't go through all that. But the super VIP for seven racks, almost for 7,500 racks, essentially, you can get on stage. Hey, that'll probably sell out. Just because they're going to limit that to a certain amount of people. And there are people with that type of money. Not everyone, but they will have that. I want to go over to some of the changes here. So what's new for 2023? And I want to show you guys on Google Maps. So if you guys see that baseball field right there, this is where they're going to be having the stage. If you look over right here, this little small area right here, this is where the stage was last year. That's where the stage was last year.
Bruh.
So look at how much bigger it is. And I'm gonna show you on Twitter what I had here. This is what I posted on Twitter. You guys can take a look. The red is where they had the stage last year. The blue is where they're gonna have it this year. Makes much more sense. If you're gonna sell the amount of tickets they sold last year, close to 30,000 people, put them on this larger field, right? So that is go Twitter Contaviz34. You guys can take a look at that. So you're doubling, almost over doubling the size. And right here, you see more space. This year's festival footprint has doubled. Eastside Park, right? It's doubled. And this is how it's going to look here a little bit closer. So you have your super VIP right there on stage and at the front, VIP here, and then premier seats. They're gonna have nonstop. It's one stage, but everyone's gonna perform on it. I believe it's gonna be like an A/B format where you have one band playing on one side of the stage. The speakers will play out for both sides, so everyone can hear, and then they will, have someone start to set up as the other band's performing, and then they go right after they're done. Next act goes back forth until you get to the headliner, right? The premier seats are in front of the general admission. Like I said, there's a chair and blanket zone at the back. This is going to make this thing much more safer. Chairs and blankets are way at the back. You want a chair or blanket? You want to just chill and listen to the music? You don't care about being close? Cool. Get to the back. People who want to stand, you want to enjoy, you want to dance, get to the front of the GA. The premier seats, you pay a lot, you pay double what everyone in GA is paying. You get a nice middle balance. And you got that VIP money, you got that stage money, right? You're making that bread. You can get up right there up close and personal. And then you have the little sky deck right there, kind of to the left, right? And to the all around you, you're going to have more open space. If you need to take a break, if you're claustrophobic, you need to walk away for a second. If you're not feeling well, you can walk away, because again, looking at the size of this, it's doubled, right? That soccer field, this field right here, where they will be, this is where they were, right? As Pharrell said, it ain't where I've been, it's where I'm about to go. He said that on I Just Want to Love You, which featuring or Jay-Z. This is where we about to go in this larger field. Now, this may impact potentially. This is where some people were driving through for parking. This is some parking. There was some crowd and people were driving through, so the parking is going to be moved over. Now, there are different parking options here for this year, and just keep in mind that if you are traveling in, you can also take the rail or the boat. And again, look on here for more. But tickets, let's see, parking. So there'll be parking, premium on-site parking, $149 a day, right? Off-site amp parking. This is going to be at the Hartford Healthcare Amphitheater, where you'll actually be in shuttles right there, and then off-site parking at a community college in a garage. I like how they did this. You're spreading out the traffic to 3 different areas. The Hartford Healthcare Amphitheater is probably going to be a great parking option for people who don't mind walking or taking the shuttle. And then the on-site, if you need to be close, you pay a little more for that. Not too big on the cost of parking, but it is what it is. And also, there's not a lot of parking in this area. It is Bridgeport, so it is what it is, right?
Bruh.
Gotta be careful where you park in Bridgeport. All right. Used to play hockey up here all the time as a kid, youth hockey, high school. My team beat Fairfield Prep as a kid. That was a huge accomplishment. When I was playing hockey, we beat Fairfield Prep, and they were the best team in the state at that time. So I've had some great memories in Bridgeport from playing hockey, and also I've been to the park here. I've been to the Arthur's Pizza down the block, and got some D&B friends who were in Fairfield and Bridgeport. Ruthie, shout out to you. Erica, shout out to you. I know you guys I'm sure you guys will be coming down to that. Portable chargers. You could buy portable chargers. I don't know. I'll have to see if I can bring chargers, because I actually bring those so I can record. I don't know. Pre-order chart. Let's see what it says. Oh, this joint $30. I don't know. Although, we'll see. Maybe I'll buy one.
Bruh.
I don't know. We'll see. If I can't bring them out, I may have to buy this, because I might be trying to. It depends on where I can stand, but I'm gonna try to record video. I'm only buying G. I ain't buying no fancy smancy seat. I just want to be with it's too much of an investment, especially when I'm seeing John Mayer next week in Boston. So I'll be out there in the GA area. Say what up. But yeah, there we go. Promoters Hopefully they feminine says bring back Gathering of the Vibes. That was a nice. They were supposed to bring back a jam band version of Gathering of the Vibes, but or jam band version of Sound on Sound. It appears they're just merging it. But the plan is long term to have a jam band weekend. Maybe you have Tab, Goose, some other people play in there for one weekend. Then you have the big shots or the mainstream, not the big shots, just the mainstream acts. That'd be cool. Get Government Mule down in this place. Humphreys McGee, String Cheese Incident. Shout out to the bassist, the corny of the bassist, the String Cheese Incident. Anyway, let me settle. But the basis for String Cheese Incident just had some eye issues. We wish the best recovery for them. So there you go. All right. So let me know what you guys think. Definitely like, comment, subscribe, and follow me for more coverage of this festival. Oh, this was the video I made. This was the setup. Again, just look how much smaller this looks right here from the video I had. Right? Look how much smaller that looks. Like that was the initial. This was a draft. This was the preliminary map, and they changed it. But look how much smaller this looks. And now, if we look out to this, look how much bigger it is right here. All right. And someone said, someone just updated me on Twitter. Yeah. The GA was a little past here. Yeah. Yeah, I think I have it off a little. I think it may be over here. Can't remember where it was. Oh, no. Oh, this is actually where it is. Sorry. I think this is where it was. I can't remember. I'll have to look at the tweet, but someone just mentioned it. But yeah, that's all I got for right now. It's your boy Conserviz34. Thank you guys for watching. Again, stay tuned for more coverage of Sound on Sound as more things are potentially announced. And Thursday, get ready to buy your GA tickets, whether it's 1 day, 2 days, get your shuttle passes, get your USB drive. Those things are clutch though. Get the power banks that they're selling though, do come in handy for festivals or long days because you can just charge your phone up there. It's a safe way to have a charge for your phone, the portable chargers. All right, that's all I got. I will see you guys later. Peace.